Yo, what's going on, dudes? We're back with another episode in our full BT6 playthrough, and in today's episode, we're moving on to Alternate Bloons Rounds on 1, 2, 3. So, Alternate Bloons Rounds is a pretty easy game mode, especially when we're using Soda. The main thing we have to watch out for is, of course, the regen balloons, as well as the early game lead balloons that we're going to be getting on round 10. So that being said, the first thing we're going to want to go for is we're going to want to make sure that we can deal with that lead balloon on round 10. Now we have a couple of different options that we can work with. We can either use Sawdust level 3 to deal with it, or we can go ahead and grab ourselves a sniper, or we can grab ourselves an alchemist. Now for this run through, I'm going to go ahead and grab myself an alchemist, so that way we can go ahead and buff up our Soda, and as well as we should be able to make a little bit of extra money, because I think I want to go for lead to gold, because if we go for lead to gold, we'll be able to make a little bit of extra money with our alchemist. The only problem is going to be around 24, because we're going to need something in order to reveal camo balloons, because on round 24, instead of normal lead balloons, we're going to be getting some camo lead balloons. All right, so round 10, let's go ahead and make sure our alchemist is targeting strong, because whenever we use the alchemist, it's best to have the alchemist targeting strong. That way it can go ahead and help out our towers with dealing with lead balloons. All right, so the next thing I'm going to want to do, I'm debating on whether or not I want to upgrade my dart monkey. I'm thinking it would be a pretty good investment because the dart monkey is like super cheap, and the crossbow upgrade to quick shots with the very quick shots is another really good upgrade for us to go for. But on top of that, I also want to make sure that I'm getting the lead to gold, but I think I want to go for crossbow first, because if we go for crossbow first, then we don't have to worry about any any balloons slipping through. And then with this crossbow, we'll upgrade it to quick shots with very quick shots as well. And then we'll start going for that lead to gold. All right, so round 21, let's go ahead and buy our lead to gold. And we also want to buy larger potions. Now, we don't want to buy acidic mixture dip, because if we buy acidic mixture dip, then our crossbow as well as our Soda is going to get that lead popping power, and we want to make sure that the only tower with lead popping power is our alchemist. That way we can go ahead and make a little bit of extra money. Now, the next thing we want to do, like I was saying, we want to go ahead and have a tower that can reveal camo balloons. So we'll go ahead and go with a super cheap way of dealing with camos, and that of course is going to be the monkey sub. So now that we have our monkey sub, the next thing we're going to want to think about is like what tower we want to go with on top of the rest of the towers that we have. So one thing I was thinking about going with is like, what if we just go with like a tax shooter up here on this pathway? Because on this map, the tax shooter is extremely good. The only thing, like, the only reason why I don't want to go for it is because, like, we already have a bunch of tiers unlocked for the tax shooter, and we still need tiers for the glue gunner, as well as the ice monkey as well. Do we have all of, we also need some tiers for the heli pilot too. All right, you know what? Let's just go ahead and go for it. We'll grab ourselves the heli pilot. Now, with this heli pilot, I'm looking to see if we have any place unlocked where we could like place a helicopter. That way we can go ahead and get a little bit of a cheaper discount, but it looks like we don't have any really good options. So let's go ahead and buy our heli pilot. We'll go ahead and upgrade it up to a razor rotor. So we'll go ahead and grab a faster darts as well as faster firing on top of that. Now, the next thing I'm looking at, I'm probably going to go ahead and grab myself an ice monkey. We still have 3 rounds left until round 40. So we should be able to afford a embrittle. Now, the reason why I want to go for embrittle is that way our heli pilot can do a little bit more damage to the Moab balloon on round 40, and I think it should be able to deal with it as long as we have the embrittlement on the ice monkey. But now that we have the razor rotors on the heli pilot, we're not going to be making as much money with our lead to gold, so we should probably look at buying something else. So instead of like having the lead to gold, another really good option for us would be to go for a balloon trap. But I think the balloon trap would also suffer from the same problem where the heli pilot would be stealing all of the pops. All right, so as soon as this Moab balloons pop, let's go ahead and activate our Sawdust level 3. And now the next thing I want to do, like I was saying, let's go ahead and swap around our money-making tower from the alchemist over to a merchantman. That way the merchantman can make us a little bit more money. Now that we don't have to worry about lead balloons because we have our heli pilot, let's go ahead and upgrade this monkey buccaneer up to hot shots, and then let's also grab ourselves actually, can we grab another monkey buccaneer? Unfortunately, I ended up placing this monkey sub a little bit wonky, so we're not going to be able to afford another merchantman. But we should still be fine. I mean, the merchantman is only making us a little bit of extra cash, so it's not like an end-all be-all. Plus, we're only on Alternate Bloons Rounds. It's not like we're playing on Impossible or something like that. The main reason why I want to make a little bit of extra money is that way we wouldn't struggle with buying any of the towers that we would like to buy. All right, and would you look at that? We managed to actually get an upgrade for our heli pilot, and it looks like we can actually buy Comanche Defense. So Comanche Defense isn't like a super good upgrade. It did get a pretty solid buff. I want to say like five upgrades ago. So maybe we'll actually try to go for the Comanche Defense to go ahead and help out our Apache Dart ship just a little bit. Also, another thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and upgrade this monkey sub up to plutonium reactor. And then I want to buy barb darts as well as heap-tipped darts, because this will be able to help out our Apache Dart ship with like round 63, as well as it'll be able to pop lead balloons. And also, I can't believe I got like super distracted with like the monkey sub and the heli pilot, because I also want to get a couple of upgrades for our ice monkey. So we're on round 55. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves another embrittle, and then we'll place this embrittle right here like this. And this will be able to help our Apache Dart ship get a few more pops, as well as it'll allow our ice monkey to get a little bit more experience. I was going to upgrade to the bottom pathway a Comanche Defense, but I think this is a little bit of a better investment. Next, because we're going to be relying heavily on the ice monkey for the strategy, let's go ahead and place another ice monkey right here like this. And then we'll upgrade it to another embrittle. That way we have more money spent on our ice monkey. Now the XP should be divvied up with the heli pilot getting a majority of the experience. The ice monkey should be ranked second for the amount of experience it's getting per round. Then I think it's going to be the monkey sub followed by the monkey buccaneer. Now we don't need any experience on our monkey buccaneer, but again, it's just there to make us a little bit of extra cash. Now next thing we want to do, let's go ahead and grab ourselves another ice monkey. I was thinking about grabbing ourselves another heli pilot, but I want to go ahead and invest a little bit more money into the ice monkey, because as far as like tier 5s and like tier 4s unlocked, our ice monkey is like really far behind. And the two towers that I really want to unlock, the icicle impale, and I also want to unlock the super brittle as well. So hopefully by the end of this game we can have those two towers unlocked. Plus, by having these ice monkeys like strewn throughout the map, like our Apache Dart ship will be able to do more damage to Moab balloons, as long as the ice monkeys can actually hit them. And the way that we have them placed, they should be able to do a decent amount of damage to all Moab balloons. Now, I am slightly debating on whether or not I want to grab like an alchemist for my heli pilot. But if we grab an alchemist, that's going to take away from our ice monkey experience as well as our heli pilot experience as well. All right, so it looks like we got enough experience to go ahead and unlock the super brittle. So there's our super brittle. Now we need another 30,000 experience in order to unlock the icicle impale. And the icicle impale is another like solid tier 5 tower for the ice monkey. The main reason why I want to get the super brittle is that the super brittle will help us out a lot in boss events, allowing our towers to do a little bit more damage to like the boss balloon. Now I think once we get up to round 79, I'll go ahead and I'll place down a couple of towers to go ahead and beef up our heli pilot. Maybe I'll grab myself like a Comanche Defense, because I think we should have just enough money to buy it. But I don't want to buy it right now because, again, I want to make sure that like the experience is like divvied up between the heli pilot as well as the ice monkey. So I think the Comanche Defense is a relatively cheap upgrade. I think we only need like a 15 or like 17,000 in order to buy it. Let me go ahead and take a look really quick. So Comanche Defense is 9,000 and then 3,000, so that's 12. So roughly around like 14,000. Like that's way cheaper than I thought it was. So as long as we can get like a 14,000, then we'll be able to instantly buy a Comanche Defense for round 79 and 80. Because we're playing on Alternate Bloons Rounds, round 79 we're going to get 1 ZOMG, and then round 80 we're actually going to get 2 ZOMGs. So having a little bit of knockback with that Comanche Defender should help us out a ton. All right, so round 78, I know I said I was going to wait until round 79, but let's go ahead and grab ourselves our Comanche Defense, and then we'll upgrade it to Pursuit as well. That way we don't have to micro it. And then I also placed the Comanche Defense on top of this Jungle Drums tab. That way it can get a little bit more attack speed. And then because we invested all of that money into the Comanche Defense, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a couple more embrittles. Now, obviously, it isn't the best idea to like stack the Ice 6 monkeys because the tier 4s don't stack. The main reason why I'm doing this is just because I want to invest a little bit more money into the Ice Monkey, and I also want them to be able to actually hit balloons. All right, so here's the first ZOMG on round 79, and our 2 heli pilots are doing a great job at dealing with those. Round 80, again, we have 2 ZOMGs that we're going to have to deal with. Now, we should be able to take down the first one relatively easily. And then as soon as we take down that first ZOMG, we have a second one to deal with. And oh yeah, like our heli pilots didn't even struggle one bit in dealing with these ZOMGs on round 79 and round 80. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get a level in this episode, so we're gonna have to continue to grind out some more experience because we really need to get this monkey knowledge point here. That way we can go ahead and move on and finish the black bordering Adore's temple. But anyways, dudes, that's gonna do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, if you guys are new around here, make sure you guys don't forget to subscribe as well. And I'll see you dudes in the next one.